Hi guys, Jim here. In my last video, I showed you how to use the grid system and my face drawing toolkit to help you draw front faces correctly every time. In this video, I'm taking the same grid system and actually using it step by step to draw two faces from scratch. First a young male, then a young female, so you can see how the system adapts to male or female and different face styles and proportions. At the end of the video, I replay the grid system and my face drawing toolkit so you can review it and apply it to your own drawings without guessing. So let's go.
Okay, so for this one, I want to go a lot faster. So here we go. I'm going to just put in some real strong eyebrows like this. And let's get the M in there. Get the eyes here. And remember, they go just in, the nostrils go inside the edge of the nose like that. I'm going to shape these eyes slightly different. Okay, now we know the center of the eye, okay, is slightly, if for realistic, this you can use halfway, but I'm going to go just inside, and I'm going to put the pupil just inside so it's a little more realistic. And then you can see I'm shaping this top lid down a little bit like that, and then I can go in like that. Okay, so up, out and down, and then back, and then up for the tear duct and down and across. Now the other thing I like to do is I'll just do the iris with two lines like this. So found halfway and we moved inside just a little bit. So if that's halfway, go just inside, that's where the pupil's going to be, and then we can just draw two eyes like this. Now if I was doing a circle, make sure you draw the circle above the eye and you put the pupil closer to the top lid. Okay, so you can see that this kind of eye has a neat little droopy kind of feature. And then let's do the crease on the eye like this. Okay, and I'm going to put the visor of the eye socket right there. Okay, that'll go down to the cheekbone, and on this one like that. Okay, now the next thing is finding the mouth. Well, let's do it a different way. Instead of putting it at 1/3, the other way you can do it is find halfway from the bottom of the nose to the bottom of the chin. Find a place where you think the mouth opening would be. I want my mouth opening to be closer than that actually. So I'm going to put it just about here. And then you can do this. So find the pupil, and then you can do this seagull shape like that. See the wings of a seagull there like that? And then come up. And the bottom one, I'm just going to do my triangle like that, but I'm going to flatten the bottom of it like that. So there's so many ways you can do it. I could have just made a triangle like that and then chopped this out. Lots of ways to do it. Now the other thing about this face that I'm going to do is this is 6 units wide, like this, 6 by 10 tall. And that's always going to be a thin person's face, and these are supposed to be squares, but I think they're not quite squares. Anyway, the average face is somewhere between 62 and 65% the width compared to the height. So I'm going to add on just a little bit of width onto this face. So instead of being a thin face, it's going to be a medium face, like that. And then for this jaw, I'm going to make the jaw come in not at the mouth line, but between the second third and the third third. So halfway from the nose to the chin. And I'm going to make it come in. But the bottom of the chin here is still going to be inside the edges of the mouth. So we've got a lot more square jaw here because it doesn't come in till a little lower. But I will chop off a little chunk here like this. Okay? And I'm even going to make the cheekbones come out wider like that. Okay, so you can see it's got a different feel than the first face that we did. All right, and where is that first face that we did? So you can see that the eyes are a little more into towards the center. The mouth pretty much the same, the nose pretty much the same, different eyebrows, okay, and a much different chin. Okay, so now let's add the top of the skull. That's always going to be pretty much the same. Add on some width to the sides. Ears start at the top of the eyes. And I'm going to make a 4 line here this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so still starts at the top of the eye, goes out more, comes back down to the bottom of the nose, and comes back up. Still going to make the number 5 here.
Hey guys, if you're enjoying the video, please give a like and subscribe.
It's a weird number 5, I know, but it does good enough job. Or you could even add on more detail like that. Okay, so we've got this stockier dude here. We can put the bridge of the nose here. Now the bridge of the nose, the deepest part, is going to be where the top eyelid is. So it's going in towards the face here. So this will be in a little bit of a shadow like that. And so I stop the bridge of the nose at the top eyebrow, indicating that that's the deepest point. All right, now let's put in the hairline. We've still got the sideburns. They come up. The hair comes in over the eyebrow, comes back out, and goes up here. Goes here, comes in over the eyebrow a bit, comes back out towards the side of the face, comes down, and creates a sideburn. But on this angle of a face, you don't really see much of the sideburn, so you don't have to draw it in too strong. And if you wanted to, you could just put in a couple of wisps of hair like this. Okay, all right, so there we go. And because this is a pretty strong dude, I'm going to make the neck pretty thick, almost the full width of his head. Let's say he's a pretty strong lad. Now let's put a hairdo on this guy. Well, for a guy, the hairline is pretty much all you have to do, except decide where the part is. And I'm going to say his part is right here, and then it's going to poof up a little bit, come down, out like that, and in towards the ear. So that pretty much there is the shape of this side of his hair. And then this part here is going to come up like this, float on his head a little bit, come over, go out on this side, and then come back down behind the ear like that. And then if he's got some kind of little flip going on in the front, maybe we could do something like this, where he's got it combed back like that. Okay, so that's all you need. One shape there, another shape like this. Follow the hairline, maybe make a little bit of a comb back. I don't know what you would call that. All right, so there we go. That's a neat one. Another thing I like to do is I like to shade the bottom of the nose and maybe fill in the nostrils like that. Okay, you can even do things like that, but you don't need to. It'll make them look older or tired or whatever like that. All right, so there's version number 2. Okay, so I'm going to do another female this time, and on this one I'm going to make it so that the 3 areas aren't exactly equal. Okay, so here we go. Going to start with the eyebrows, and I'm going to use a special shape that I use here for a lot of female eyes, like that. So down, up, and like that. Down, up more, out and down. Boom, 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 boom. Because the thinking is that if you were to put in all the lashes, it goes the way a lot of women do shape their eyebrows. And then you can get into as much detail, or if you want to, you can just fill this in like this. But it all starts off with this shape here, like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave that like that so you can see it. Okay, next thing is we'll do the bridge of the nose like this. Now I've got a different kind of eye for you this time. It's basically a 2-line eye. Let's do the nose first. And for this nose here, I'll do a little triangle like this. And then you can shape it, right? But here comes the eyes. So just inside the nostril, one line, two lines. That's all you need. One line, two lines, right? I think I need to curve this one down a bit more. There we go. That's better. It's better when I turn the page. I don't like to turn the page too much when I'm filming, but there we go. Okay, now I'll try, let me see. We'll find halfway and then move in just a little bit. That's where the pupil's gonna be. And then we'll draw a big fat iris that almost touches the bottom lid and goes over the top lid. So find halfway, move it in a little bit, do the pupil. Pupil's going to be closer to the top lid than the bottom lid, and then do a big fat iris that covers 50% of the white of the eye. So that looks pretty good. And then you can do the corners of the eyes like this. Now we're going to do the cheekbones here, nice and wide like that. All right, now to show you just how awesome this template is, you know, you're not always going to find people with three equal areas, though you do find many that have three, you know, eyebrow to nose equals bottom of the nose to the bottom of the chin, eyebrow to the hairline, all three areas equal. But there's billions, well, I don't know, there's only about 8 billion people on Earth, but there's probably hundreds of millions that are like this, hundreds of millions that are different, okay? So in this drawing, on purpose, I'm gonna give this person a smaller chin area. So instead of the chin going down to here, I'm going to make the chin go only down to here, so halfway between the bottom third and the bottom of the chin. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to come in like this. Come into the one, this is approximately where the mouth is going to be. Now the mouth, I'm going to find that 1/3 line like that, and I'm going to put the mouth opening just above it, and I'm going to make the mouth kind of short and pouty. So I'm going to do a triangle like this and a big bottom lip like that, and then cut that in like that, and I'm going to make the bottom of the chin even smaller so it's not as flat. So we have again a totally different looking character here. Going to give this person a thin neck. Now let's do the top of the head, sides of the skull. I like the 4-line ears, and I'm going to put the ears a little lower. So this time I'm going to start them at the bottom of the eye, but still make my 4-line ear. And it's still going to go to the bottom of the nose. Do the number 5. Like that, okay? And you can see things are starting to fall in place and looking pretty cool. Hairline. I'll make it come up from the cheekbone here, come out, go back in, and come up like that. Okay, so that's looking pretty cool. Now on this girl, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a side part here. And I'm going to have the hair come in, go down like this, make it come out, and make this come down like that. Okay, real simple hair shape. And maybe make that come in like that. It's not so puffy. Gravity is pulling it down. And then the other half of the hair will come down here like this, come in. It's being pulled down quite a bit by gravity. Comes here, and then it's going to go out because it's lighter. The bottom is not pulled down as much. All right, and then from there it's just a matter of details. Tear duct. Okay, the bottom of the eye. Let's put in some lashes. I like to cross my eyelashes. put in a few singles. Okay, let's put a little shadow on that top part of the eye. Maybe erase the iris above the eye. Right, so you can go to town and have a lot of fun. Details are fun and easy. It's just placing things that you've got to master, and then you can detail things for forever. If you want the hair covering the ears, then you erase the ear. If you want the hair behind the ear, you know, a lot of women have one side of their hair behind the ear, then you would just go like this. Then you could put in more details on the ear like that. Okay, and then I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of that. So even though she's got a kind of a wide jaw, it still looks very nice, very feminine. Right, and then you can, and I'm going to definitely turn the so you get the idea. I hope. Actually, this should come down like this. All right, so that's number 3. We can put the philtrum in here, get rid of this, shade the upper lip because it's indented, it goes inward, so it's shaded. There's lots of highlights sometimes on the top of the lip, on the top of the bottom lip. There we go. And we can do that. Something about the eye. This one's a little farther over, I think, like that. So anyway, and then there we go. Okay, so there's number 3. All right, we'll stop there for this one. So let's have a quick look at all 3 of these. So here's the first one we did, here's the second one we did, and here's the third one we did. And can I get them in frame a bit better? All quite different, but all quite the same. Okay, this one has the shorter chin, and that's what I call face manipulation, because there's lots of people that have a shorter chin like that. Lots of people have a shorter nose area. But if you understand how to do the 3-area face, then doing the variations is easy and you're in control of it.